Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nightmare Collective. I'm Chris. Thanks for stopping by and watching my review for Werewolf by Night. So this is awesome. I love 1930s monster stuff. So whenever I heard they were doing this, I was very much intrigued by what it was, but I wasn't super excited because I was like, are they going to be able to pull this off? And then I found out that Michael Giacchino was directing, and I was like, that composer guy that I really like is going to direct a movie. That's super interesting, but how is this going to turn out? And then I kind of heard the buzz coming out of Fantastic Fest that it was actually super cool. So I was super excited to watch this. So I finally got around to watching this out there. Every other thing that I kind of put on the bottom of my list, I'm going to be honest. Like, I wanted to watch this, but I definitely put like Terrifier 2 and Hellraiser and all that in front of it, not knowing that this would probably be my favorite out of all of those. It really is. I mean, this is the thing that I love most in horror. So for me, it's not gore, it's not anything like that. This is what I love. I love 1930s black and white monster stuff. So I am obviously a shill for that because it's my favorite shit. So I'm gonna gush about it for a few minutes. So like I said, this is directed by Michael Giacchino, the composer, and man, this melding of like director composer thing is awesome here. It very much reminds me of John Carpenter, who did the same thing for so many years, and so I look forward to see what Michael Giacchino can actually do next. The score is awesome. It's directed, for a first time director, very well and very competently. I like a lot of what they're doing here. I mean, it is obviously on a smaller scale, but it's all impressively done. So this movie basically is a group of monster hunters that convene because their leader has died, and they are going to go out and hunt a creature to take over the Bloodstone so they can become the leader. So we follow Jack and Elsa, are kind of our main characters that we revolve around for most of the story, and they go out, and there seems to be some kind of history between them. You don't get a lot of that, but you can tell obviously something's going on, and so she ends up helping him try to free this creature, and he happens to have the Bloodstone attached to him, and so she can win, and he can win by letting the creature go. So we know something's going on with him as well. Obviously, minor spoilers, he is the werewolf. I mean, I think everybody knows that at this point. I mean, it's in the damn poster, but I wanted to see kind of what they would do with that premise, and they do a lot with it. So that's pretty much all I want to talk about. The acting is good, the directing is good. I love that it's in black and white. It's super gory. I mean, obviously they could go a little further than they normally would because it's in black and white. They do have touches of color in this with like the Bloodstone. They do something very funny and interesting towards the end as they like transition into some color, and I really liked that. That was interesting and a good nod to another film, but I really don't want to get too deep past that. That's kind of our premise, and I really like where it goes. My only complaint is I wish it was longer. I wish this was a whole movie and we got to kind of flesh out all these characters. So I hope that we get something else like in this little like pocket universe that they have, or if they do another event like this. Marvel doing horror stuff is interesting. They've got a lot of stuff, and I know they're having issues with Blade, and I was like looking forward to that because I love Blade. So that kind of bums me out, but hopefully they can get all of that turned around. And we don't really got a lot of like horror stuff. I was super excited like when Sam Raimi was going to do Multiverse of Madness. That was a bit of a disappointment for me personally. I'm not a huge Marvel fan, so like I'm happy that this is out, and I'm happy that I can be like, oh, this is a Marvel thing, this is a comic book thing. Super interesting, and I hope they do more horror in the future. So it's pretty much all I got. I highly recommend watching this movie. It's on Disney Plus. It's about an hour long, and I think you're gonna like it. If you like this style of movie, if you like 1930s, like the Frankensteins, the Invisible Man, anything like that, you know, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and I think you're really going to enjoy this overall. But that's pretty much all I got. Let me know down below, what did you think of this movie? What is your favorite Universal monster movie? I'm curious to see what you guys think there. I did get the 4Ks a while back, and I've had a chance to watch this, so I do want to cover those eventually. So it'd be an interesting time, like with this going on, maybe in the next couple weeks or month, I can cover some of those because I'd be really interested to cover those and some Hammer films that are kind of my favorites. So it's pretty much all I got. All I can say is go watch the damn thing. I really love this, and I think you're going to enjoy enjoy it too. If you like what I do here, consider becoming part of the collective. And until next time, don't forget, some doors should never be opened.